Hello. So Kim right here. If you followed my channel, you know that I have had ACDF surgery from C4 to C7. I had the surgery on August 24th of 2020, so during COVID. A lot of you guys have followed my channel. I am so shiny. I just got done a TikTok, so like I'm a bit warm. But yeah, so it is like my 1 year, a little bit after my 1 year of surgery. I've had a lot of ups and downs. And where am I at now? Man, I am at a place of acceptance. So with regards to the surgery, it went well. And then 4 months after surgery, I lifted a box that was a little bit too heavy. I shouldn't have done it. And I think I did something to the discs below my fusion. So now I have some like numbness in these fingers. I don't even know where to go. Like I thought like my 1 year video was going to be this big thing. However, I think from doing the videos every single month that I was like, I'm just like repeating myself. Like what's the point of doing that? So what can I say? I've been bored and I've put on a lot of weight because of fear, basically. So yeah, I think the surgery was well worth it. I think it helped given the pain and the movement that I was restricted with prior to the surgery. And now since having surgery, I'm a lot better. It is tough on some like cold days and on rainy days. The arthritis or the metal, like whatever it might be, is uncomfortable. But I think I needed it. I know that with what I have going on now, the numbness, I thought I would give it some time with the medicine and to see like, would it get better? But the reality is it's not getting better. So yes, the doctors are saying that a full laminectomy from the back would be recommended. But they can't really guarantee anything. They can't guarantee that it's gonna bring me back sensation. And there's also not gonna guarantee that I might not have more pain and what have you. So anytime that you have a surgery, there's always a risk of complications. So the doctors, I had a couple different opinions, like second and third opinions with regards to what they recommend that I do, given my current symptoms. And they all seem to agree that if I am able to tolerate, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how much wine I have left because, you know, it's Labor Day. But yeah, so all the doctors seem to agree that if I can tolerate it and it's not impacting my ability to function, just to tolerate it until I'm not able to. And I think looking back on the year that I had, like when you will know if something is wrong. You will know if you need the surgery. You will really know if something is wrong. Looking back on all of my videos, I'm a clinical therapist, so I do this for a living. But when it's you in the midst of it, it's hard to catch it. But looking back on these videos, I saw so much fear and anxiety. And if you're going through this, I think you can understand that it is a scary place to be in. That other people that haven't been there, they're not going to relate. They're going to just tell you like they're sorry that you're in pain or don't open up your spine. Like they're gonna have their own opinions. So that is why I made these videos, because I was only finding like really old videos of people that were, I'm 39. I just turned 39 at the end of July. So a lot of the videos that I saw were people that were in their 50s or 60s that had their surgery done, and I never saw anything that was positive or that made me feel confident about getting it done. So I wanted to make the videos, and it's interesting, since I've made the videos, I've seen a lot of other YouTube videos of people that have had their surgery and a lot of really awesome success stories. My doctor did make me, oops, sorry, I'm like trying to put my shoes on. My doctor did make me wear a neck brace for a couple months, and I know that other people on this channel that have been following and making comments, their doctors didn't make them wear braces and they're doing perfectly fine. So I really think it depends on like who you're using. But I have found that since I've made these videos, I'm finding other people have had really awesome stories. My story was actually pretty good. Like I don't know if I didn't pick up the box, if I would have had this happen, or I don't know, but it is what it is. So if you are in the place of needing the surgery, you just had the surgery, I know what you're going through. I know the head games and all the anxiety that comes with, you know, making that decision of having this severe surgery. And like I said, I had C4 to C7 done. So I think a lot of people tend to get like just one level done. But when you talk about multi-level, especially in the US, like we don't have a lot of options outside of fusion. So I do not think I want to have the laminectomy done just yet, because even though I can't skydive anymore, I don't know about horseback riding, I can't do a lot of the things that I was able to do. And the honest truth is, I don't know if I can do them or can't do them, but I think the fear is still there that because of what I went through, like if you guys saw my New Year's Day video, the pain that I was in after lifting up that box, like I never want to go through that again. And I think that is what's keeping me from doing other things. Do I think I can get back in the gym and do like legs and everything else? Probably. But I don't know about you, but like after surgery, like even now, like when I go for like an hour walk outside, my hands swell up. I don't know if it's because I just got diagnosed with a thyroid issue. I don't know what it is, but it's just odd. But I do know that inactivity is not good. It's not good for your mental health or your physical health. So I do need to get back into doing things because I've put on a lot of weight. So that is something that I want to get started on, especially now that I'm a year out and my finger numbness has kind of stabilized. I was saying what I got into. The good news is because I can't skydive and stuff like that, I decided I want to be a pilot. I'm a therapist, but I want to have something to fall back onto, another hobby. I'm bored and I need mental stimulation. So I signed up to get my pilot's license. However, with that comes, I need to get medically cleared by the FAA, and the FAA doesn't allow like any medications. So I was on tramadol, which is an opiate, for a while, and I'm also on Lyrica. I'm off the tramadol. I don't have any opiates in my system. I was really on it just to get off of it because like I kept stopping it and forgetting like, oh, there's withdrawal. So I had to stay on it until I could get out of the withdrawal symptoms. So like I don't have withdrawal from it anymore. I'm not on it. I don't seem to need it. If I really have bad days, I can take Tylenol. It's perfectly fine. But the Lyrica is something I do have to get off. And the Lyrica, I think, is a nerve blocker. And I'll be honest, I'm on one pill once a day. And I think next week I start half of a pill. And it's not really, I can break it. I just go down a dose. So I have to get off of that. And I need to be stable without any of that in my system to be able to get that medical clearance. Since I've tapered off that Lyrica, I do notice that numb bee sting sensation's a little bit more intense, but it's tolerable. I think if I didn't have the goal of wanting to get my pilot's license and the medical anxiety that I have, I probably would have interpreted that as like, it's so bad. But I think I'm trying to adjust my baseline of like, Kim, this is going to be your normal. Like these numb bee sting sensations, like I have movement and everything, I just can't feel certain things. And you would say, as a pilot, don't I need to? Yes, but not really, because I can still function, I can grip and everything else. But yeah, so if I didn't have this goal, I think I would be so hyper vigilant of all the sensations. But what I'm trying to say is, Kim, like, this is your new baseline. You had spine surgery and like you might have these other things going on, but you've been stable. This is your new stable. So I need to change my idea as to like what is normal for me. And I think that's a big head trip to get like over, but it's working. So I'm hoping as I taper off of these medicines that I can stabilize with these weird feelings in my fingers. But I do need to be honest that if I mean, obviously like the FAA and everything, but like even just for my own safety, like if I get off of these medicines and that pain comes back, like that pain that I had back in December when I lifted up that box, if that comes back with not being on meds, then I know I'm going to have to forfeit the piloting dream, or goal. But that's okay. But I figure at least this gives me something to work towards. And that's like my big news is my 1-year anniversary is just like, okay, I just turned 39. I have maintained, that year went by so fast though, but overall things have stabilized. I just need to lose some weight, get more physical, improve my diet. Like who doesn't? Like all these things. But I set a goal for myself, and I really want to do this. So I think having that mindset, as I talked about in the other videos, that positive mindset, that forward thinking mindset, trying not to be so scared of everything all the time, I think that's helping. Still single, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But it's been a year. It's been a fast, slow, hard year, but it's okay. So I don't know if you've had any respite or any positive feelings of watching my journey. I've had some highs and lows, but I think if I look at the entire year, I think I was doing like month by month, like overall it was a steady progression. So I have to say, like, I think that the surgery wasn't as bad or as scary as I thought it was going to be. I did make a video a couple times, but it wouldn't upload for some reason. I think the quality was too high or something. So hopefully this works, because I really don't want to make another video. I don't know when I'm going to make another video, maybe when something bad happens, but sometimes no news is good news. But I do appreciate everyone that has followed my channel, that has asked questions, I've had some people who like were on my Instagram, they were like, hey Kim, it's been a year, like I haven't seen a video, and it's like, wow, like you paid attention. So I want to just say thank you. Thank you for giving me an outlet to just vent. Being a therapist, like, yeah, I should know how to feel and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, sometimes when like you're talking to people that have been there and that have done it, it's a different kind of a feeling of comfort. So thank you guys for watching my channel this past year, for asking questions, giving support, and for sharing your journey as well if you've gone through it. I truly, truly hope that if you're thinking about doing it, that you have a good team in place and you understand that it's going to be a little bit of a journey, but the pain gets better eventually. You learn to figure out what your new normal is. And I think that's the thing, is you're probably not going to go back to what you were when you're at your best. So it's about your new normal and acclimating to that. So I don't know. I don't really have much else that I didn't really answer or go through in my other videos outside of just get a support system. I honestly think my anxiety and my fear were the two things that really inhibited my journey. I really do. And I have my bad days, don't get me wrong. On the days where I'm hurting, like, or if I'm just in so much pain, I get the weird zaps and everything. It seriously takes you back to like day one, where you're just so scared. Because if you're used to being a very functional, independent person, having in the back of your head that you might lose mobility from the neck down, or have to be dependent on people or be a bother to people, it's so scary and uncomfortable. But as I tell myself and I tell my clients, like, we just have to move forward. That's it. Like, that's all that we really can do. We can stay still and be in our head, or we can move forward and be in our head, but hopefully we get new data to work with. And sometimes our fears are just so exacerbated that they're not true. But I totally understand everyone. Like, I totally understand, like, when your fears are at that paramount place, it's so hard to see beyond it. So hopefully I give you some sensation that it does get better. I'm not gonna say it's like 100% better, but when I rewatch some of my earlier videos, it's like wow. Like, I know I was smiling through pain. I know that I was trying to be more optimistic or more positive, and it felt fake at times, but you just sometimes have to put yourself there, because that negativity can just really keep you down. But all in all, I mean, it showed me who my true friends and family were, who's checked up on me. Sometimes, again, like when you're super independent, and like I've had a lot of a chunk of my neck, my cervical spine done, and even though I still look like I function and I don't talk about being in pain, or I don't talk about hurting and not being able to do things or being scared, I don't talk about it. So when you don't, people think that you're fine, and when you put that smile on, people forget. They forget what you've been through. And it's not like I'm looking for people's pity or for them to remember what I've been through, but for the people that remember on their own and they still check in, I don't know, it's magical. And it's sometimes sad, the people that don't. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. But it's been an interesting year with COVID and just having to learn a new normal. And when people are like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? It's like, fuck, I don't know anymore. I really don't know what I like to do for fun anymore, because I don't know what I can do anymore. So there's restrictions physically, and there's restrictions due to COVID. So it's been interesting, but it's been okay. And I think that's what ultimately this all comes down to. I'm still not looking at the camera because I don't like staring at myself, but it's been okay. And I think your journey is going to be okay too. And if you're in pain and you're contemplating having the surgery, weigh out your options, but don't prolong it for too long, especially if you're in a lot of pain. I think that's all that I have. It's been almost 17 minutes, and I just want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to myself too for not just like quitting, and really, I do think having this goal of wanting to get a pilot's license like really amped me up. And then it was kind of a letdown when I was like, shit, I gotta get off all these medicines. Like, I really do hope that when I'm off of the Lyrica or on like a very low dose, I'm really hoping things are still stable. Like again, like when I've tapered off, like I do notice more bee stinging sensations in my limbs, but then it goes away and then it's tolerable. It's not like pain, it's just awkward. But so far so good. And we'll see what my 39th year brings. 40 is going to be a big year. I don't know when I'm going to make another video because I feel pretty stable, but some of you people have been finding my videos and leaving me comments, and it's interesting, some of you that are finding my earlier videos and you're like, oh, I really hope you're okay. It's like, oh, please watch all the other videos because I think I've made it out okay, and you will too. So thank you for all of your kind words, and I look forward to having you guys and girls and everyone else. Like, I really do appreciate you guys, and I look forward to your comments and your questions and hearing about your journey. So hopefully we can keep this community going, and I hope you can stay positive. That's all I have. So I don't know when I'm going to talk to you all again, but maybe something will pop up. Maybe I'll get my license and I'll be like, ah, look what I got. Not to put a plug for myself, but I do have a TikTok, I do have an Instagram and a Facebook. Again, my name is Kim Wright. My handle on my professional sites though is Kim Wright LCSW. It stands for Licensed Clinical Social Worker. So if you want some motivational stuff, or you just want to see me be stupid on TikTok, it's Kim Wright LCSW. And I'll catch you all later. So from my house to yours, be good, be well, be safe, and I hope you have a peaceful journey, as peaceful as you can get. So talk to y'all soon. Bye.